Hello SMG, boys and girls alike. What a week it's been. A lot of things have happened in this general, some even tonight. We've had twinks posting their bodies, thinking that it's somehow going to impress any of us. I'll get into that later, because you know how I feel about twinks. We had a horrendous Olympic performance. And that goes real deep into the country itself and surrounding countries. We'll get into that later. We have countries that have flags that are almost identical. No effort put in. We'll get into that as well. We have an international food controversy that was brought to my attention this morning that I'm disgusted by. We will get into that as well. We have a controversy of anons fapping to the mentally handicapped. All of these things have been really shocking to me, and we will get into detail on that in just a moment. So the first topic of discussion is going to be about the Olympic performance that you probably all know of now. We're going to talk about the Women's Australian Breakdancing Olympic Competition. Jesus goddamn Christ. I've seen a lot of things, but to put that on an Olympic stage is nothing short of embarrassing. So, but it was funny. Memes came of it, whatever. But that was just scratching the surface of what's really going on here. That brought something to my attention. I think it was a combination of my gang stalkers sending me this information combined with the glowies, but there is a real problem here that I never noticed before. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to watch the video of the Australian breakdancer right now. Yeah, that's what happened. That was on international television. So, Australia, we have a real problem here because you are responsible for this. This is affecting your SMG credit score, if you will. That was real sad. I literally speechless after watching that. But that's the best Australia has, guys. So when it comes to now, first of all, when it comes to Australia, it's not a country like. And also, New Zealand's included in this. The Kiwis are part of this too. When I think of Australia and New Zealand, it's something that like they're completely insignificant. Completely insignificant.
I don't think about you at all.
And I'm like, okay, nobody really cares about these countries, nor should they. But then I thought about it a little bit further, and I'm like, I started looking at flags, and I was commenting to Australians about the fact that this Australian breakdancer was embarrassing, and they should be ashamed of themselves, and they should feel bad every single day of the week for the rest of their lives. And then an A9 replied to me, and he said, wrong flag. And I'm like, okay, nice deflection. thinking I wouldn't notice that. But then I did a little research, and I discovered something that probably none of you know, and it was disgusting to me, is the New Zealand flag, okay, over here, and the Australian flag over here, whatever, but they are practically the same flag. And my immediate thought was to blame New Zealand because of the smaller country, right? So I'm like, wow, what a bunch of lazy faggots, right? Come up with your own goddamn flag. But then I did a little research and I found out it's not New Zealand who needs to change their flag. It is Australia who needs to change their flag because they are the ones that copied New Zealand. So again, little history lesson. Didn't know this. Didn't even care to look. After that, I realized, as insignificant of a country as Australia is, on top of the breakdancing incident, I thought to myself, what is it that Australia brings to this general? And the answer is nothing. And it really, I wish I had a better way of expressing myself in regards to how I feel about Australians. But the only way I can really express it is that I hate dingo niggers so much it's unreal. That's the only way I can articulate it. Australia is now a country that is in my crosshairs forever. Change your goddamn flag, okay? Change your goddamn flag. Doesn't matter what it is. And I felt terrible for accusing New Zealand of not changing their flag. No, you need to change your flag. So Australia, again, you're in my crosshairs after that fucking ridiculous breakdancing performance. Something's got to change there, clearly. So the next thing up is let's talk about the twink posting, fit fags posting. Here's the thing. Every once in a while, every so often, we'll get anons that are cross-posting or cross-browsing between SMG and Fit. The first thing I want to state about Fit is that in order to be a Fit browser or a Fit poster, you have to be legally a homosexual. So just if any of you had any questions in regards to who are these people, anyone that's a Fit poster or a Fit browser is a homosexual. So they all jack off to each other's naked bodies, whatever, it's standard procedure. A little bit more gay than GIF. That's saying a lot too. And even more gay than R9K. But they decide that it's a good idea to post their bodies here in SMG as if we need to see that. Well, here's the thing, is that aesthetically they may look like they are strong, but it's the same thing over and over again. You guys try and impress me by posting your bodies ripped or whatever. I could heme literally every single poster's bussy in this general. You might have chiseled looking bodies, low body fats. I have boomer retard ham chat straight. I could pin each and every one of you down. I would even be willing to wrestle you guys for bussy with no oil on my body. Completely dry. A completely dry wrestling match where winner takes bussy. Any single one of you fit fags that come in here and post. It's a personal challenge. I would win probably without even breaking. I wouldn't break a sweat pinning you and taking your pussies. So before you post a picture of your body here in the future, ask yourself this: could you pin me and take my bussy before you post? And the answer will always be no. It will always be no, because this general is full of lanklets. Again, glory muscles, looking good, no functional strength. I could pin each and every one of you and take your pussies. And that's an open invitation to anybody in this general. So just saying, stop posting the pictures, because it's a waste of your time, quite frankly. The next thing, very troubling, is I recently had a memory relapse of things in the past. Now, we used to have a poster in the past that was called I Love Hannah Hayes, right? Who is Hannah Hayes? Great question. Hannah Hayes is a porn star from the South that unfortunately got into a car accident, and during that car accident, her brains, whatever little brains the female had, got scrambled. So I didn't know this until a long time, but I watched, and people tell me they fapped to this girl, they love this girl, she's attractive. Hannah Hayes is fucking, I can fix her, right? That's I can fix her. My friends, you cannot fix this, and I want you to watch this in totality and tell me you can fix this, and if you fap to this, you should feel fucking real bad.
I'm no stranger to trouble, but this was a new low. My parents were out of town, and I really needed to borrow my daddy's BMW. Peter is my dad's best friend. He has a thing for younger girls.
Ouch.
See, you gotta help me, please.
Hannah, this is not going to be cheap.
I know it ain't, I just can't let them see the charges.
But it's still going to be risky for me.
What's a few thousand between old friends when I can make it worth your while?
How are you planning to do that?
How's this for starters?
Keep talking.
Why talk when we could do so much more?
So there you go. Really, I could not physically factor that. That feels wrong on a lot of different levels. There is nothing going on upstairs. Nothing at all. So again, if I see any Hannah Hayes posters, or if I see anyone with the name I Love Hannah Hayes, or if I see anyone say I can fix her, make no mistake, you cannot fix brain damage, no matter how hard you try. And I applaud you for wanting to, but it's not going to happen. And I think fapping to her should be banned at this time. So after all that, to wrap this up, there's some stocks I want to talk about, or stock-ish things. So the first thing I saw earlier this week is somebody was trying to shill Nucor, N-U-C-O-R. Somebody was trying to shill Nucor. Well, I don't understand what you're shilling them for, because they are currently down 12.5% for this month. They are steel related. What am I buying into? Are we gonna build it? Are we gonna repair the infrastructure of this country? For God's sakes, no. What am I buying into steel for? We're gonna let everything crumble to shit. That's what happens these days. So I don't know what the Nucor bull is thinking. I'm not buying into that. The next thing, and probably the most important stock of this month, goes to SIGA, gay sex. Gay sex is back on the menu. Really, it never left. Monkeypox is now becoming a new thing. Again, now last time they tried this, it failed miserably. I don't know why exactly. I don't think they want to offend the gays with monkeypox, even though monkeypox is exclusively a gay thing. It's gay cancer, kind of like AIDS was. That's cut and dry. That's gay cancer again. So, I don't know what to do with this one, because the first time SIGA pumped was when COVID hit, so everybody was already fucking paranoid as shit, right? And then we had talks of monkeypox again, and then it left Africa, then it went to Sweden, then it went to the California sewer system, then it went to Canada. Is this going to be the next thing? Maybe. I don't know. It is, in fact, up 17% this week. So, and I've heard two things. I've heard, one, that their therapy is not going to pass and it's a waste. And I've heard that they're already planning on ordering 100 million doses of their antiviral. I don't fucking know. I wish I had a really strong opinion on SIGA, but SIGA giveth and it taketh away. When I invested heavily in SIGA, I made a ton of money. But there was a lot of people that lost their fucking ass because of it too. So I wish I could say a strong bull or bobo. I'm in the middle of, I'm in a crab. I'm feeling in a crab mood when it comes to SIGA. Just my guess. The next thing I've been seeing posted is SVIX, S-V-I-X. We're talking about volatility again. It's up 20% this week. I don't see any reason why you shouldn't buy SVIX, because volatility is essentially going to be violent volatility is going to be an everyday thing in these markets all the way through November. None of the markets don't know what the fuck to do. If I can't think of a better investment at this moment than volatility. I don't. It's going to be up and down, violently every single fucking day. There's not going to be no goddamn pattern. It's just going to go crazy. So I can't see why you wouldn't want to get into volatility, personally. I think that's probably the best buy of the week. And the second to last thing, I have to look up one more thing. I want to look up NVIDIA. Is it NVIDIA or NVIDIA? Because I think it's NVIDIA, but it could be NVIDIA. NVIDIA, is up 19% this week. It's been all over the fucking place. So now we have to have the conversation about fucking semiconductors again and AI. I'm so tired of this. I don't know. I can't see NVIDIA going through the roof again. The shit's so bad. The economy is so goddamn bad. I don't see any place for NVIDIA to go except down. Personal opinion. So you do with that what you will. If you're in Soxel, or if you're thinking of buying Soxel, God fucking help you, because you're going to probably kill yourself because of the volatility. And the last thing, as I mentioned in the last video, is about BlackRock. BlackRock is holding steady at about a 2% this week. I don't think you can go wrong there. They're not going anywhere. They are the harbingers of global homo. In order for them to fail, the entire system has to fail. So, anywho, that is the update for the week. I hope I get some feedback on this and a little bit of clarity on some issues, but I'll look for that later. Hopefully this doesn't interrupt movie night too poorly. I really don't like interrupting movie night, but when I'm in the mood, I'm in the mood. So, anyways, we'll see you next video.